Hare Krishna to all of you. I'm Madhav Kirti, holistic health coach and holistic yoga guru. I welcome all of you and please accept my humble obeisances to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. From this video, I would like to share some fact about chanting. We have observed, and I have got some questions that how to avoid sleep during chanting. Devotees are getting sleep during chanting. So when somebody starts chanting, they start getting sleep. So somehow or other, they should not be, because if chanting is the most important aspect of our movement, and not our only movement, but it is the yug dharma, chanting. So chanting being so important that this is the only remedies for the age of Kali Yuga people. So what we say, what is there, but that kalo nasti gati aniratha, means this is the only remedies for the age. So why it happens that only when we start the chanting we feel sleep? So after so many times and with so many devotees, so many places, I have observed and found there is the two things that really responsible for sleepness. So if we correct those things, probably there will be no sleep during chanting. Now I'll tell you. Most of the time when people start chanting, they are so much engrossed in chanting. Engrossed in chanting means what I can say is that they even forget to take breath. So breath is not being taken properly is one thing which I noticed it. Now what happens when there is no proper breathing? What will happen? There will be lack of supply of the oxygen. So how devotees are not taking proper breathe? What do you mean by proper breathe? I mean with the proper breathe is taking breath through nostril. So through nostril, only breathe we should take, not through the mouth. But when devotees start chanting, what happens? They start, taking unknowingly, subconsciously, they are taking breath from mouth. Like I'll show you how. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now you see, in order to finish the round, in order to do, chanting, how people are taking breath, how devotees taking breath is, yeah. So there is no proper breath through the nostril. So what happens when we take breath through mouth? It is not healthy. Scientifically, I'll tell you. Anatomically, I'll tell you. See, in our body there is alveoli. In alveoli, the oxygen which goes in the air in the form of gaseous, it should be dry. The air which we are taking inside should be dry air, and dry air only becomes through the nostril. In nostril there is a hair; it will filter the molecules, and after the hair filtration, in the nostril, the hair, and then there is a sinus. This sinus does what is basically it creates the air dry from the moisture. So air outside is the moisturous air. So it is dry. So it goes dry air. So dry air only is being converted into the gaseous oxygen into the liquid oxygen. If there is no dry air goes in the lungs, then it is probably the conversion from gaseous oxygen to liquid oxygen is not happening properly. It hampers the system. So oxygen exchange from the gas to liquid, and it is very less if we take breathe from the mouth. So there is a less oxygen supply. Very less oxygen supply happens during this kind of chanting. When you chant and take breath from the mouth, there will be lack of oxygen. And when there is a lack of oxygen, then definitely your each and every cell requires, first thing, they don't require food, they don't require water. First thing, each and every cell in our body requires what is oxygen. Oxygen is the very important thing that is required in a minute, like 10 times or 12 times or 15 times. So acute shortage of oxygen because of that. And the oxygen which is highly required, where our body has a mechanism, the most vital organs is being supplied the nutrition, food, oxygen, the first, like a brain is the most vital organ. So what happens, all the oxygens and all will be supplied to the brain first. Okay, the water, blood will be supplied to the brain first. So it is a priority wise. The top is the brain, then second is the heart, then the lungs, and then blah blah blah. So our body, inside the body, the naturally system is such that it gives a priority wise. So when we take oxygen, it goes to first brain and then other places. So when oxygen intake itself is a very less in our body due to wrong breathing pattern while chanting, and this way we are chanting not 1 hour, half an hour, we are chanting 1.5 or 2 hours. I take, like, to finish my 16 rounds, 17 rounds, around 1 hour and 45 minutes. Some devotee take 1 hour 30 minutes. Some devotee may take like 2 hours. So 1.5 and 2 hours at a one stretch. Suppose if you are doing, in such a way, without focusing on proper breathing through the nostril, and you are taking breath through only mouth, then there is likely to get very less oxygen in the body. So what happens is, as I said, that the oxygen supply becomes weak. Then if you're mentally, you become bored. I mean, I'll tell you, it's not only that you don't know the importance of the holy name. Everyone knows the importance of the holy name. Everyone knows everything. Everyone has read the book of Harinam Chintamani and Nectar Ocean of the holy name. Everyone has read it, and everyone understands it. So still, after this also, why we are not able to chant concentratively, sitting at one place, feeling bored, some boring in chanting, always watching time and trying to see when the chanting will finish, sing the rounds, and okay, this much is remaining. Internally, there's a kind of boring. Internally, I'm feeling that, oh, when chanting will finish. Why? Lack of the interest. Is this interest because we don't have interest in chanting holy name? No, we know the importance. We know we have interest. But what happens, to do any work, you need to see the two aspects. One, the importance of that activities for your own benefit, and second thing is that interest of your physiological support. So here we have a knowledge of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra importance. That's why we are doing everything. But same time, the physiological support will not be there. Then it will create on the physical level. Mental level is like, okay, we have to chant, we are chanting. But physical level, you will feel bored. And that physical level boring will not allow you to concentrate longer, not allow you to sit longer and do chanting. Always your mind will be here and there, to talk and to, speak over the phone, and every time, or just stand up and walk by looking here and there, keep chanting. Because in this way, we are trying to entertain ourselves and chant. because our mind is not on chanting. Why? Now, when we are doing in such a way of the breathing, what happens? So, we now understood lack of oxygen. Rest of the body, mind gets whatever less oxygen is being intake through the mouth and through the improper breathings. That oxygen goes to mind. So the rest of the body cell is not getting proper oxygen. So what happens? Suppose the cell is in the leg, the cells are in the abdomen, cells are in the hand, cells are in the everywhere. So what happens? Your automatically your physique will demand, okay, let's get up and walk and chant. Let's get up and walk and chant. They will not allow to sit at one place because they will start cramping. Why they will start cramping? Your knees, your thighs, your ankle, maybe your calf muscles, your thigh joints, groins, and so many things. Everywhere there is a cell, and if it doesn't get oxygen, it will start cramping. And when it starts cramping, automatically it gives you sensation to get up. And once you get up, so some physical activity happens. When physical activity happens, then breathe intake automatically happens. So what happened? In that case, we are not able to concentrate. So if we want to concentrate properly, and we want to finish chanting with a full of interest, mentally and physiologically, then concentrative chanting is possible. And I will tell you now how you can eradicate this problem. You can get over this problem that is maintain the proper breathing. Like every breath should be taken through the nostril only. So what happens? You take one breath and start chanting as many as Mahamantras possible in one intake of the breath. Like I'm taking breath. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. So you see, so in this way, we are taking breathe, we are inhaling breathe, and we are chanting 5 Mahamantra. So 5 Mahamantra we are chanting in one breath. Means we are keeping our lungs full with its full capacity, and then exhaling completely while chanting, or exhaling while chanting, or chanting while exhaling. 5 Mahamantra, we are doing one breath. So what happens? In this way, we are taking from the nostril, so 100% oxygen will be converted into gases, from gases to liquid, and that goes into blood, and blood carry to everywhere, all the organs. So in this process, we will be able to do breathing also. It's a sort of pranayama. Now, automatically, while chanting, you have already finished your pranayama. Okay. So 1.5 hour or 2 hours, if you are chanting in this way, means you are doing pranayama simultaneously. 1.5 hour and 2 hours, like is map. Who out there, who is in modern Mayavadis and in yoga system, so-called in modern yoga system, who is doing pranayama for 1 hour and 2 hours? No. In this way, if we are doing, we are attaching the proper breathing through the through chanting, then we are also getting benefit of doing pranayama. And pranayama is higher than the asanas. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, first is yama, second is niyama, third is asana, then there is a pranayama. So pranayama is higher than the asanas. So when you do the temple day-to-day activities, some services or chanting, in kirtan, bhajan, it's done. Your physical exercise is done. Your asana is done. Okay. Apart from this, if you want to do anything else, that you do Surya Namaskar and do the proper proper way of chanting, you have done your asana, you have done your pranayama. What else? We are anyway, Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission, Prabhupada movement, is basically complete a super top yoga system, topmost yoga system. So we need not do anything else. Huh? So coming back to the point. So in chanting, now we understood that the supply of oxygen get hampered if we chant, if we are not properly get into habit of breathing and chant, breathe and chant. So this way, you see, 108 rounds you will be able to finish in 25 breathe or 27 breathe. Okay, so this is very healthy. So what happens if you take long dip, full your lungs, then whole body gets oxygen. So whole body, everywhere, all the cells get oxygen. So it will not create you a burdensome. It will not create you boring. It will not create you like agitating to get up, agitating to walk, agitating to talk and chant. No, your body will maintain the calm, maintain the stillness, and your body will allow you to finish your rounds with a full of interest. Till whatever number of rounds you want to do. If your time is allowed, then definitely you can go for 64 rounds and 100 rounds, 108 rounds without moving anywhere. Otherwise, it will be a struggle. Sometime on Ekadasi or somewhere, even if it is if you wish to do 64 rounds of chanting, what happens? 64 rounds of chanting, you have done the sankalpa that I have to do 64 rounds, but then physiological support is not there. So it's not time is okay, now 1, 2, okay, this is remaining, that is remaining. So this way, it becomes too much boring. So this is so probably if and then sleep is the cause of this. So either the oxygen goes in the leg. If your oxygen goes into the other parts, not in the brain, then what will happen? You will start sleeping. You will feel Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram. So okay. So when suppose when we sleep during chanting, you understand that oxygen goes into legs or other organ, not in the brain. But when you are awake, means oxygen goes in the brain, but same time you are awake, oxygen goes into brain, but your body will not be still. Your body demands always to get up, to stand, sit on chair and chant, stand up and chant, move around, here and there and chant, talk and chant. So what happens? So that time oxygen, if you are awake, then your body will not allow you to remain still in a stillness mode at one place. Or if you try to maintain at one place, if your body supports, and then what will happen? Your mind will not support them. So for the mind and body, both take long deep breathe, and let the oxygen sufficiently go in the body so that it will supply to the mind and rest of the organs as well as hands, legs, and everywhere, joints. So in this process, there will be no sleep. I have seen, and I have given many lectures on this, and devotee worldwide has been practiced, like in Nagpur, Noida. There are so many ISKCON centers in Delhi, Dubai. People have adopted this method and they got benefited. They have reported me that they are no more getting any sleep while chanting. So, and one more thing I will tell you, I will suggest you to avoid sleep in chanting is posture. Our body posture. So our body posture is like this, like this. Very good. No. So body posture, don't move your, don't bend forward. If you bend forward, your head is down. So definitely, anyway, there is a blockage here on the neck area, lack of oxygen, you will feel sleepy. So when you chant, we should maintain the posture. Try to keep a straight back and try to keep your head elevated at 30 degree or 10 degree at least. This is like in the level parallel to the earth floor, but this is elevation, this is depression. So don't make angle of depression of your head, always make angle of elevation. I learned this technique from Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, you see any statue of Prabhupada, any So always Prabhupada used to walk like this and even talk like this or even sit like this. So if you maintain this, definitely your back will remain straight and you will be able to concentrate. The moment you are down, Nidra Devi will come on you for sure. So keeping down your head will attract a lot of problem. If keeping your head up will be very much comfortable for you and you will not get sleep for sure. Trust me, try to practice and let me know. And one more thing, if somebody do 1.5 hour or 2 hours chanting like this, probably they have a problem with cervical. You know, when cervical happens, what happens? You are forbidden to keep your head forward down. So always you have to keep your head back. So for those suffering from cervical, it will help them. Keeping in this posture, it will help them. But keeping in this posture, it will create a more problem for the cervical. Okay, so this is wrong. And when somebody is not having cervical problem, for them also, if they do this lifetime, cervical will come in future. So please, this is not a healthy practice by keeping your head down and chant. Keeping your head up. What I am telling you is not on a spiritual platform. Okay, I am telling you as a physiological, being a doctor of naturopath, as per the health support, as per the physiological support of your sadhana. My aim is not, I'm not quoting any spiritual things and all. Okay, so understand. And then the first cervical, it's good posture for cervical. Second is especially for in the ladies and gents also, Prabhujis also, and Mataji is mostly suffering from thyroid. So for thyroid also, if you keep your head down, thyroid will be having problem. Keep your head up, thyroid will be maintaining its balance. So this way, wrong posture. Thyroid will be either it will be hypo or hyper. So maintain this. So this posture, this head postures will be for beneficial for your cervical and for your thyroid also. And same time, you will not get sleep. Your back will remain straight. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare. So maintain this. So it's all matter of habit. If you maintain the habit, definitely this habit will support you. Yes, first few weeks, 1 week or 2 weeks, it will take time to change the habit. But once you get habit, it's very healthy practices. So you can't now, if you take long deep breath, your body cannot remain bended. Your body cannot remain bended if you are in habit of taking long deep breath. So the moment you take long deep breath, your body will be automatically straight. So just concentrate on the breath. Yes, chanting is one thing. Of course, you have to, like there are so many devotees that complaint that when I'm taking breath, my span of attention goes out from the chanting. But initially you may feel that yeah, your attention is going, but I don't think that attention is going out of chanting. Suppose I'm concentrating, rather if you concentrate more because I have taken breath. 5 downs Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when we stop Mahamantra to inhale, so when we stop, then definitely concentration. So here concentration is what? You are not doing meditation. Prabhupada says you have to chant and hear. You have to chant and hear. So when you stop chanting for the breathe, you are not hearing. Simply, so when you start again chanting, so you are hearing. Otherwise, meditation is what then suppose most likely when you don't focus on the breathe, you keep chanting, your mind goes to Vrindavan and absorbs in some lila, and you lost the hearing. Though it is not bad, but at the same time, what happens? So these are the things that we should keep in mind, and probably with this technique, sleeping while chanting can be avoided. And I have the testimonials, many testimonials I have where people have been devotees have been benefited. So kindly follow this habit, and hope to see you personally whenever I'll come to your city, to your temple, to your congregation. I'll share a lot of ideas on physiological support of chanting, physiological support of doing sadhana. Prabhupada always used to say swastha, sadhana, and seva. So no health, no sadhana, then no seva. You can't do eternally. So I will share. So hope to see you all in your respective place. And if you have any problem, any doubts, please don't forget to WhatsApp me, or you can call me sometime. No problem. My number is 9811029642. 9811029642. Or you can write, pass the comment, or what kind of things you want to get more on solution. You can also write in the comment box. Next video I will prepare on that also. So kindly, and at the last, don't forget to share this video to your friends, to your relatives, to your devotee colleagues, devotees, so that they all will be benefited. Thank you very much with this note, and Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam to all of you, and I apologize. I beg forgiveness for any offenses. Hare Krishna. Vanchagattaru Vaishya Kripa Sindhu Vayata Pritanam Papnebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai.